Hi everyone, this is Jen again. Today I'm going to show you how to make pemmican. Now, it's not real pemmican like the American Indians used to make. It's more of like a sweet-inspired pemmican wannabe. But essentially, pemmican was little balls of jerked meat, jerky, and meat fat, and nuts, and berries, and seeds that were just sort of rolled into balls and stored in clay pots. So the Native Americans had things they could just grab and eat them quickly to sort of give them a boost of energy. And you can totally still do that, but I'm fresh out of bacon fat and beef jerky. So today I'm going to show you my version of pemmican that's a little bit sweeter. And I grab one of these before I go exercise, or, you know, a few of them in the morning if I don't have time to eat breakfast. So what we've got today are instant oats, peanut butter, chopped walnuts, and blackberries. I would recommend using fresh picked real berries. We have a blackberry bush outside. It's just not in season yet. So there aren't any real measurements. I'm just kind of going to go off how many balls of pemmican I want to make. And that's my dog barking at someone. Okay. So I don't want to make a lot, but I do want to make enough that I can make maybe a few, maybe 5 balls. So take the peanut butter, and these are really high in fat and protein, especially because of the peanut butter. I don't recommend using natural peanut butter because the oil tends to separate and it just doesn't get, the oil tends to separate and it doesn't hold the ball formation very well. So, spoonful of nuts. You can use almonds. They're lower in fat content, but I like walnuts better, and that's what I have. So, and then blackberries. They're really good too. So I'm gonna throw them in. And you might think, blackberries and peanut butter, that sounds gross. But it's kind of like a peanut butter and jelly cookie. So if you like peanut butter and jelly, you'll probably like these. And you kind of want to smush up the berries. And at a certain point it gets really hard to mix together. And you just kind of have to add different proportions of things as you go along. You can also use blueberries. Blueberries are good. Raspberries. Pretty much any sort of aggregate berry, even though blueberries aren't an aggregate berry. Mulberries would be good. You can see these are starting to get kind of clumpy. I think I'm just going to throw in a little bit more oats to give it a little bit more consistency. Alright, and that should do it. And once it gets really hard to mix together, you're just going to want to take your hands and dive in, and then roll them into balls. These are cool because you can just make them real quick, store them in tin foil or plastic bags, and throw them in the fridge, and then grab them and go whenever you want. Kind of messy, and I did just wash my hands, I promise. So you can see the berries start to break up. And the peanut butter is what keeps it together and gives it a ton of flavor. But the oats are what help keep its shape, so that you don't just have peanut butter all over your fingers when you make it. And you can see it's getting really tough to mix together. So at this point, I would probably just start rolling them into balls. Now, you can also take these hiking, backpacking, any outdoor sports. They're basically just a boost of energy. So, there's that. I'm gonna lick the spoon. And take out some foil. Like I said, I didn't make a lot, so I don't need to use a ton of foil. Alright. See? And they roll into nice tight little balls. If you're feeling really adventurous, you can, when they're at this stage and you're just rolling them into balls, roll them around in coffee grounds. I've done that before. I'm a big coffee fan, so that sort of... The consistency of eating coffee grounds isn't the best ever, but... See? Boop. But it does give it that coffee flavor. But it is messy. So, be warned. Alright. So I'm probably going to get about, I don't know, 6, 7 balls here. And I'll probably grab one for my lunch tomorrow. In addition to, not just lunch. Ball. And if you want, you can totally lick the bowl, because it's covered in peanut butter and oatmeal. And who doesn't love that? So there you go. These are makeshift pemmican balls. And after this, you got your nice little tray. And you can just sort of mix the foil up together and stick them in the fridge. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Get all the stuff off of them. There we go. Alright. Foil. Balls. And be gentle, because they will get kind of smushed. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed. And please feel free to try the recipe and let me know what you think.